Hey friends, I'm Savannah. If you're new here, I'm a pre-law student who's also getting a degree in finance. Let me tell you what I learned in school today. So it's Thursday, which means I started off the day going to my financial analysis and forecasting class. Very heavy on the Excel, nothing worth reporting there yet. Moving on to my homework that I had to do for my serial killers class after I got done with the finance class. I guess we need to add a trigger warning here. I'm about to talk about Ted Bundy and all the stuff that Ted Bundy did. So if that is something that is sensitive for you, then you should probably go ahead and cut this off right now. Also, there are certain phrases that we can't use on this app. So instead of a word that rhymes with corn, we are going to talk about spicy movies and spicy magazines. Okay, so I just watched one of the strangest things I've ever watched in my entire life. And I would encourage you guys to go watch it and then come back to the comments and discuss it with me because I just need to talk to somebody about this. So it was Ted Bundy's final interview the night before his execution in February of 1989. My professor assigned us to watch it, and I watched it. I watched it 3 times because I just kept picking up on different things that I didn't get the first time. It's about 30 minutes long. You can find it on YouTube. It's just titled Ted Bundy final interview before execution. Very strange. The person who interviewed him was Dr. James Dobson. Do we know who Dr. James Dobson is? He recently passed away. He was a Christian psychologist and author. I believe he had a radio show. He was real big with the parents in the 80s. I know that I had heard of him from my parents in the 80s. Just a very odd pairing. But if you find out what I found out through researching after I watched the video, it kind of makes sense why he did it. So one of Dr. James Dobson's biggest things was that spicy movies and spicy magazines were terrible and just really had a big impact on society. I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not a psychologist. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I really don't know. But in the interview, Ted Bundy essentially blamed. He said he was not trying to blame on spicy movies and spicy magazines, but he definitely blamed his behavior on spicy magazines and spicy movies. So it was like this weird mashup where Dr. Dobson was like basically just using Ted Bundy to be like, see, I told you so, about his stance on spicy movies. So, okay, that was just odd off the bat. So what do we know about Ted Bundy? So I knew like a good bit about him, but not all of the things that were in this interview. So he had at least 30 victims. Most people say that there were more. He's admitted to, I believe, 30 on the nose. And they were all women. The last victim was 12 years old. That came out in the interview. I did not realize that. He also went on to talk about how he